The road through Ramadi. The explosion didn't sound like a bang. It sounded like the ground itself tearing apart. Specialist Caleb Dawson felt the blast before he understood it. The Humvee lifted, just inches maybe more, and slammed back down with a violent jolt that rattled his teeth and stole the air from his lungs. IED, someone shouted over the comms. Dust swallowed everything. The world went brown. For a moment, there was no sound. No movement. Just ringing. Then chaos. Status. Status. I'm hit. No, I'm good. Driver, you with me? Caleb coughed hard, dragging air into his chest. His hands moved instinctively, checking his gear, his rifle, his body. Still here. Still alive. He turned. The lead vehicle gone. Or at least, not where it had been. Ramadi, 2006. The city didn't sleep. It waited. Every road could kill you. Every window could hide a rifle. Every pile of trash could be wired to end your life in a blink. Caleb had learned that fast. But nothing prepared you for the moment it actually happened. Dawson, move. Sergeant Reyes grabbed his shoulder, snapping him back into the fight. Security perimeter, now. Training took over. Caleb stumbled out of the Humvee, boots hitting hot pavement coated in dust and debris. The air smelled like burned metal and something worse. Gunfire cracked in the distance. Not random. Deliberate. They were being watched. Caleb dropped behind the vehicle, scanning rooftops, windows, alleyways. His heart hammered so loud he could barely hear anything else. Where are they? He muttered. Reyes crouched beside him. They're out there. They're always out there. The call came through. Convoy hit. Possible secondary attack. Stay alert. Possible? Caleb almost laughed, if his throat wasn't so tight. Of course there was going to be more. There was always more. Hours earlier, before the patrol, Caleb had been sitting on his bunk, staring at a folded letter from home. His younger sister had written it. We're praying for you every night, she'd said. Mom reads Psalm 91 out loud before bed. Caleb hadn't opened his Bible in weeks. Not because he didn't believe. Because out here, belief felt harder to hold on to. Now, crouched behind a damaged Humvee in the middle of Ramadi, he wished he had that psalm in front of him. Instead, he tried to remember it. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High. The rest came slowly. Broken. Incomplete. But it was enough. A shot rang out. Closer this time. Contact right, someone yelled. Caleb leaned out, just enough to see movement on a rooftop. He fired. Not wildly. Not blindly. But with purpose. The fight didn't last long. It never did. Seconds. Minutes. Then silence again. But it was never real silence. Because everyone knew. It could start again at any moment. Medics reached the lead vehicle. Caleb didn't want to look. But he did anyway. 2 soldiers were being pulled out. One moving. One not. That's when it hit him. Not the explosion. Not the gunfire. The weight. The reality. This wasn't training. This wasn't a drill. This was life and death, every single day. That night, back at the outpost, Caleb sat alone outside the barracks, helmet beside him, rifle across his lap. The desert air had cooled, but his thoughts hadn't. Reyes walked up and sat beside him. You did good today, Reyes said. Caleb shook his head. Didn't feel like it. Reyes nodded. It never does. A long silence stretched between them. Then Caleb spoke. I was praying out there. Reyes glanced at him. Yeah. Or trying to. Couldn't even remember the words. Reyes leaned back, looking up at the stars. You don't need perfect words, he said. Just an honest one. Caleb looked down at his hands. They were praying for me back home, he said quietly. Reyes nodded. Then you weren't alone out there. The next mission came fast. It always did. Another convoy. Another route. Another chance that something hidden beneath the surface could end it all. As Caleb climbed into the Humvee, the fear was still there. Sharp. Real. Unavoidable. But something else was there too. Not confidence. Not certainty. But steadiness. The convoy rolled out. Every bump in the road felt like a question. Every shadow like a threat. Caleb scanned constantly, eyes moving, mind alert. Then, he saw it. A disturbance in the road ahead. Subtle. Easy to miss. But wrong. Stop. Stop, he shouted. The convoy halted. Engineers moved forward. Carefully. Precisely. Moments later, they uncovered it. An IED. Buried. Waiting. Reyes looked at Caleb. Good eye. Caleb exhaled slowly. Not luck. Not instinct alone. something more. That night, Caleb finally opened his Bible. His hands were steady this time. He found Psalm 91 and read it out loud, quietly, but with conviction. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. The words didn't erase the danger. They didn't promise an easy road, but they reminded him of something stronger than fear. Months later, Caleb would return home. Changed, not hardened beyond feeling, but deepened, refined, because he had walked roads where death waited in the dust, and found that even there, he was not alone. Commentary note: this story reflects the biblical truth found in Psalm 91, that God is a refuge and protector even in the most dangerous circumstances. Caleb's journey shows that faith is not about the absence of fear, but about trusting God in the middle of it. It also highlights American values of vigilance, brotherhood, and courage under pressure. Historical note: this story is a fictional narrative set during Operation Iraqi Freedom, OAF, particularly reflecting conditions in Ramadi around 2006, one of the most dangerous areas for U.S. forces at the time. The use of IEDs, improvised explosive devices, urban combat, and constant threat of ambush were defining features of the conflict. While the characters are fictional, the events and environment are representative of real experiences faced by American service members during the Iraq War.